Morning, my friends. I'm Pastor Ben Hayes from First Baptist Church, Dadeville, Alabama, bringing you our thought for the day on this terrific Tuesday. Now, keep in mind the office is closed again today. We'll be open on Wednesday, and we will be having our Wednesday night services tomorrow night, so keep that in mind. Right now, we're in Romans chapter 8, picking up in verse 24. Remember what we're talking about. Creation, groaning, anticipating that renewal that will come when it is recreated and experience the same glorious liberty that we have as the sons and daughters of God. Paul says, we ourselves groan within ourselves, eagerly waiting for the adoption, the redemption of our body, when this old corrupt body will be made incorruptible, this mortal body will be made immortal, when we will no longer hurt, no more aches and pains, no more gray hairs, will be completely made new in some sort of glorified body, whatever that's going to be like. I can't wait to experience that. And then verse 24 of Romans 8, for we were saved in this hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For why does one still hope for what he sees? Do you get that? We were saved with that hope that all this is going to change, that we would be saved from the presence of sin, the power of sin, the penalty of sin. One day that's going to be complete. We will be glorified, that everything's going to change and this old body's going to be made new. We were saved in this hope that God's going to give us joy and peace even in the midst of our circumstances, no matter how dire they might be, no matter how difficult they might be, that He would give us that peace that we long for. But listen to what he says. We were saved in this hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. If we see it with our eyes, if we touch it with our hands, if we can use our senses, our five senses, to experience it, then there's no reason to hope. You don't hope for something you already have. You hope for something that is coming. You hope for something that is waiting. But the hope in the Bible, in the New Testament, is not this wishful thinking like the world hopes for things. It is a hope that is so certain that it is as if it has already happened. It's as real as this computer. It's as real as this Bible. It's as real as this body. But it's still out there waiting, and we're hoping for it, knowing it's coming, but we don't see it yet. Look at verse 25. But if we hope for what we do not see, we eagerly wait for it with perseverance. See, hear that word again, perseverance. Remember what I said the other day, is we are saved if we persevere, and we will persevere if we are saved. We hope with that perseverance. We eagerly wait with that perseverance, knowing that it's coming. Now keep this in mind. Paul and the other New Testament writers believed with all of their hearts that Jesus would return in their lifetime. They were teaching that, and people were expecting it, and then it didn't happen. And so there were a lot of people who were saying, well, listen, we've heard this for years. It hasn't happened yet. Somebody's got it wrong somewhere. It's not going to happen. Well, that's the same thing we're getting today. You know, this has been a message that has been preached for 2,000 years, and Jesus hasn't returned. We must have missed something. We must have missed something. Either we missed His return or we misunderstood what the teachings were. And so people have just given up. This is all there is. And so they've created these teachings that are somewhat biblical. They try to fit the scriptures together in a way that says, well, you know, we just misunderstood. This is all that there is. We have our heaven on earth. There's not going to be a return of Christ, or His return is really more like what the church has become or is going to become. None of that's true. The Bible says that one day the trump of the Lord is going to sound, and the bride of Christ will rise. We will be caught up to be with Him in the air, and there we will forever be with Him. What a true statement that is. What a hope that is within us. It's a hope that needs to persevere in the hearts and the minds of every believer. Do not lose hope. Wait eagerly with perseverance. Think about that. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Be blessed.